You're all set, it goes.
All right. And it's saying that we are live. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Those of you that were patiently waiting for us to figure out our technical difficulties. I am Maria, and welcome to our Facebook Live. I'm so excited to have you join us today. Whether you're watching live or catching the replay later, thank you for tuning in. Today, we're diving into the luxurious world of Emerald and Scenic Cruises, specifically their incredible yachts, river, and ocean cruises. And I've got a special guest with me today, my guru for all things Scenic and Emerald, Derrick Strother. Thank you so much for joining us today, Derrick.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here. So excited to share the world of cruising and luxury rivers and yachts. So yes, here we go.
Amazing. So, Derek, you have a short presentation for us to start us off, and then we're going to go into a live question and answer where we're going to dive in to all the nooks and crannies and all the goodies that this expert has to share with us.
Yes, of course. So I am such a techie today, as you previously known. So yes, let me go ahead and share my screen and we could get this started for you
Oh,
guys.
let me just make sure that I have you as a co-host again.
I believe you do. I think we should be all set there.
No? Okay.
Okay. Yes, now you do. Okay, we are all
Okay.
set. Um, okay, you should be able to. Nope. Is it this one? Nope. There we go. Okay. You should be able to see my screen, hopefully, with all my techie stuff going on. It's all set for you?
Let's see. Yep.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
good.
Some perfect. Well, yes. Yes, my name is Derek Strother. I am the regional sales director for the Scenic Group, which is comprised of Scenic Cruises as well as Emerald Cruises. Between the both brands, we do have both river ships that sails 13 of the world's rivers, as well as we do have ocean yachts as well that covers all seven continents of the world. So between the two ships, you'll definitely be able to see the world. So just a quick little background about us, and hopefully my clicker is gonna work. Okay, there we go. So yes, the Scenic brand as a whole, we are about 38 years old. As you can see on your far left-hand side of the screen, our owners, Glenn and Karen Maroney, started the company from humble beginnings. It was actually just kind of a motor coach company, and then, you know, like men, we want to make sure our wives are happy and start off when she's like, hey, let's expand. So they went from motor coaches up and down the east coast of Australia to offering land tours. And then from there, we expanded into the rivers of Europe. And that's actually where the Scenic brand was born. And then from there, we actually expanded to a new kind of territory to encompass more people. And we developed the Emerald brand. And then from there, just actually within the last 5 years, we actually expanded into the ocean territory as well. So starting with the scenic yachts and then ending with the emerald yachts as well. So very small company. Glenn and Karen are still very active in our company today. They're very hands-on. Glenn oversees all the operations, while Karen, she's very hands-on with the design of the ship. So as soon as we know that there's a new ship coming out, she starts going shopping for all the decor, the sofas. She really has a hand touch on everything, and she's very big on wellness as well. So whenever you come on board with us, a lot of the wellness touches are thanks to Mrs. Karen herself. So, just a quick little information about the brands as a whole. So again, Scenic is our all-inclusive side. So inclusive to the point that we actually don't even require a credit card when you guys sail with us. And I just have two quick videos to share with you. And I just want to make sure that our sound is all set for you guys. Okay, perfect. So Maria, you can let me know if everything sounds good.
My name is Erwan Luruzik and I'm the captain of Scenic Eclipse. I was very excited to join the ship because she's unique. You have a submarine.
Permission to start time.
You have helicopters. You have 200 guests and 200 crew. You have so many dining venues. We have an open bridge policy, so the wheelhouse is accessible for the guests. Anytime they can come, they can see what we're doing. What you have in front of us is Antarctica. We look at these kind of innovations in every aspect, not just about the fact that we have a brand new, fantastic ship, but also in offering new experiences to the guests. The ship is in operation basically 12 months a year, 365 days. We offer wonderful memories for the guests.
It's hard to explain because there's nothing that I can relate it to.
We bring this concept of discovery everywhere, being curious, trying to find something special everywhere, bring extra emotions.
Awesome, perfect. So that's really a nice little synopsis of just a little bit of what you can expect while sailing with us on our scenic yachts. And I just had a quick video as well for our scenic rivers that I want to share with you as well. And hopefully that plays. Here we go.
The difference is in the details. Scenic ultra-luxury river cruising. Personalized travel with an award-winning reputation. Innovative 5-star ships and an expertly trained crew. Spacious, luxurious suites and butler service. All-inclusive dining venues with premium beverages. Health and well-being your way. A choice of immersive excursions and exclusive events. Small ship access to the heart of Europe. Scenic, in a class of its own.
Now, if that doesn't make you want to sail, then I don't know what does. So, just as a quick overview, so with the Scenic brand, we do have two of our ocean-going yachts, and we call them ultra luxury yachts. They're also discovery yachts. So they're really built for those destinations such as Antarctica or the Arctics, and we also have some itineraries that's based in some warmer climates such as the Caribbean and off of the Kimberley Islands, which is off the coast of Australia as well. And then as far as our river ships go, we playfully like to call them our ultra luxury spaceships, just given that the space that you'll have on board to really explore and kind of feel in your own new home for a week or however long you're on board with us. So we do have, again, we do sail 13 of the world's rivers. On our spaceships, we do have a dedicated ship in Southeast Asia that sail on the Mekong, as well as we also have a dedicated ship that sails in Portugal along the the, oh my gosh, Maria, what's what's the name? I just slipped my mind. Um, the Douro River, sorry, the
I'm
Douro
like,
River.
I couldn't get unmuted fast enough.
Sorry, yes, in Portugal on the Douro River. Goodness gracious, sorry.
But
So
you
many
want to be
names.
drinking the Porto.
And because that's what it was, that's what I was thinking about. So, but yeah, so we have those two areas with the dedicated ship. And in comparison, and you'll see shortly, the Scenic brand, we do have dedicated ships that's in the France region. Emerald also does France, but the only thing is Scenic specifically does the Seine River, which goes through Paris and off to Normandy. And then we also do the Bordeaux region as well. So those are the two rivers that differentiate Scenic between Emerald. And before I get into Emerald, just wanted to give you a quick little synopsis of all the inclusions that we do offer. So again, Scenic brand, we are all inclusive to the point where we don't actually require a credit card on board. So you could always expect complimentary Wi-Fi with us. We include round-trip airport transfers with every itinerary that we offer. All your drinks are included. All your shore excursions are included as well. We actually offer an unlimited number per itinerary that you choose. We also have a really cool program called Scenic and Rich, which is available. Usually it's about one Scenic and Rich program for every 7 to 8 days that you're on board. And it's something that's exclusive just for the guests that sail with us. So you won't find this on any of the other friends out there, if you will. And usually it is comprised of, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you what it is because I need you guys to book with Maria so you could come on board and experience it yourself. But yes, do know that we do have a Scenic and Rich program available for every itinerary. And again, all your dining experiences are included. When you're sailing on the rivers with us, you do get up to 5 dining options. And if you're on our our scenic yachts, you do have up to 10 dining options to choose from when sailing with us. And the best part, can't forget to mention, we do have butlers assigned to every suite on board our ships. So no matter what type of stateroom you're in, whether it's on the lowest category to the highest category, you'll have an amazing crew member butler assigned to you to assist you in whatever you guys need.
While you're
So
here, Derek, before we
yeah,
leave
sure.
this, because this is amazing. So, when you're on the Friends, and the most, popular, the mainstream Friends, you
Hmm.
you have to, like, 120 days before your cruise, you have to start with your reservations for dining, and you may not get the restaurant that you really wanted. What's your experience when it comes to Scenic? Is this something that the guests have to worry about before getting on board? Or is there like a guarantee that they're going to be able to dine when they want, where they want, and, leave full with their heart's content?
Yeah, so that's actually a great question. So whether you're sailing on the rivers or the yachts, ocean yachts with us, we actually don't take reservations before you get on board. So everything's done on board. I'll start with the river side. So we do have a specialty restaurant on board, and everyone is guaranteed a spot. The day is assigned by the ship, and it'll be announced to you in your stateroom. And I also say that because if you're traveling with cabins, that's booked through Maria, as long as she links you guys together, then you'll be able to dine together. So you don't have to worry about being separated on different days. But no, you will have complete access to all the restaurants that we have on board. And then when it comes to our Eclipse product on the oceans, so we technically, funny enough, don't have a true main dining room. So essentially every night, you could be in a different specialty restaurant. And again, just to make sure we have access for everyone, that's why we don't take pre-reservation. So everything is done once you get on board, just to make it fair for everyone. But no need to fight and no need to rush to try to make a reservation. Once you get on board, it's full access for you guys.
And then you said that they don't require a credit card, which that's just insane, right? That's the first thing you go to check in for your cruise. That's the first thing they're like, hand over your credit card. So that means that when you're dining on board Scenic and Emerald, there's no upcharges if you want to have the lobster tail, or if you wanted to, have the best of the best that they had on the menu, everything's included.
That is correct. Yes, all the dining options, all the premium beverages, they're all included. And funny enough, on the Scenic Eclipse product, our owner, Glenn, he's a big fan of wine and whiskey. So there's actually a huge wall of different types, about close to 100 different brands of whiskey, and they're all included with your cruise fare. So essentially, whenever you want to have a glass, or if you're just curious and want to taste it, you can just go up to any friendly crew member that's there at the bar, and they'll be able to serve you. So again, yeah, we want you
That's
to enjoy
insane.
yourself and not have to worry about anything else. Now, there are some things that you could pay additional for on the ship with us, but that's really up to you if you want to. So we're not going to force you for your credit card, just in
Mhm.
case if you don't take advantage of it. And as a side note, those items would be, if you our access to the spa is complimentary, but if you get a massage package, then of course that would be what's charged to you. And then also when you're sailing on our Scenic Eclipse 1 or 2, we also have two of the quietest electric helicopters in the industry that you could use as part of your excursions. And we also have a submersible available on both ships as well. So those would really be the 3 items that potentially would have a price tag when you're sailing with us, but again, everything else is included. So most folks just come on board, get to relax, enjoy their time with us, and really, get off the ship and not ever seeing a bill or an invoice at all. So,
That's amazing. Thank you. And I'm sorry to interrupt your presentation.
oh no, no, totally fine, but great question. So yeah, so that's the scenic side. So again, all inclusive between the dining, between the beverages, between the shore excursions. And again, we always include the butler service with every suite, no matter if you're in the upper categories or lower categories, Wi-Fi and round trip airport transfers always included with every itinerary thus. Now moving on to our sister brand, and she's actually the younger sister, probably the youngest. Glenn actually owns several different brands. I always forget that I put this on a timer and it always runs me out. But yeah, so Glenn wanted to expand the portfolio. He does own several companies within the Scenic Group, but the two I focus on would be Scenic Cruises and Emerald Cruises. So we have the all-inclusive side, which is the Scenic brand. And then when it comes to Emerald, which is what I like to call the mostly inclusive side. So very similar to Scenic in the sense of both brands do include the round trip airport transfers available with every itinerary. Complimentary Wi-Fi is available for both products. The slight difference would be on the shore excursions. We have 4 different categories of shore excursions when it comes to the Emerald brand. 3 of them are complimentary or included in your cost of your cruise. And then the 4th category, which is called Discover More, which is usually very detailed and very unique to this destinations that you're traveling to, that will have a nominal fee to it. And also, this is, I guess Maria would probably call us more of our contemporary brand. So this brand specifically would kind of align most with some of our friends out there in the industry that you're probably working with, in the sense of wine and beer is included with your lunch and dinner. And if you wanted it any other time, you could purchase it a la carte, or we do have drink packages that we could that you could purchase and we'll provide to you. But as far as the Emerald fleet goes, again, we do cover both river and ocean yachts. So we have our luxury super yachts, which the 2 currently sailing would be the Emerald Azura and the Emerald Sakara. They both came out relatively within the last couple of years. The first one, 2022, and Sakara came out in 2023. They're both 50 suites, 100 passengers each. And last year we announced that we're adding in bigger little sister with the Emerald Kaya. So Emerald Kaya is actually going to be entering our service in 2026. So if anyone is interested in the Seychelles or the again, is at the Red Sea, so that'll be the itinerary for you on that ship. So again, it's the little sister because she's newer, but then it's the bigger sister as well because she's going to be slightly bigger than her 2 older sisters at 64 suites, 128 passengers. And moving on to our river ships. So as I mentioned, we playfully call our scenic ships the spaceships. So Emerald has to have their own nickname. So these are our starships. So again, they do cover the same destinations as the scenic brands do, with a dedicated ship in the Mekong River, as well as a dedicated ship on the Douro River as well. And then everywhere else in Europe, we still cover the same 13 rivers, with the exception of France. Emerald covers the Rhone and the Saône region as well as scenic, but again, they don't cover the round trip Paris or the Bordeaux region. But again, you can't go wrong with either brand. And with that being said, I have some of the inclusions.
Before you go on to the next one,
Oh,
sorry,
sure.
I have another question.
No, go ahead.
Um,
Not a problem.
to know me is to know that I will interrupt you all the time because I have a ton of questions. But so if someone was new and interested in breaking into the luxury space, your smaller ships, your more private experience, bespoke moments. Would you recommend Emerald? Like, would you say that Emerald would be the perfect product to like dip their toes and see if this is for them?
Yes, I would absolutely recommend Emerald as probably your starting point, especially if you haven't cruised before, or maybe if you're used to the all-inclusive land side and you're just looking to take that land kind of experience and bring it onto a ship, then I would absolutely recommend Emerald as your starting point. Now, if you have cruised before and you're just looking for something new, you want to go to some smaller ships, then maybe I would offer you the Scenic brand. But at the same time too, I would say try both brands, because you may find yourself being a better fit for Scenic, but then you might enjoy yourself more on the Emerald brand, or vice versa. You may think that you're an Emerald person, but you like the sophistication, the quietness, and the butler service of the Scenic brand. So it's really up to you guys. But no, either brand that you choose, whether you're a cruise before or you haven't cruised before, I will always say start with Emerald and then kind of work your way up for sure.
Awesome.
But yes, so thank you for that question. And then the last thought I had on this one was just the inclusions, just to mention it again. So just want to go over this one a little bit in detail, only because there is a slight difference between the two. So again, this Emerald brand would be more so like our friends out there, and that I'm sure most of you have heard of or experienced yourself. So on the riverside, again, wine and beer with lunch and dinner any other time would be a la carte or with a drink package. All your gratuities are included for both Scenic and Emerald. The meals on board, I have another little slideshow that I'll play in the background, but I'm a big foodie. So food and what I put in my big belly is so important to me when I'm traveling, and you will not be disappointed on either brand that you decide to sail with. Again, Wi-Fi is always included on board. Most excursions are included. Again, with the four categories, three out of the four of them are complimentary, and the fourth category, Discover More, would come with an additional cost. And again, we always include the airport transfers as well for all itineraries that you book with us. Now, the main difference is that between the rivers and the yachts, not to be a little confusing, is that when you're sailing on our yachts with us, you actually get the drink package included. So you don't have to worry about purchasing that. So, and it's the premium drink package as well.
So
So
that's on
that's,
the Sakura, the Kaya.
and the Azora, yes.
Yes. Oh, that's great. So if you're like cruising the Caribbean, because there are some times when you are in the Caribbean on those, you could also have your included drink package, and that's including all premium brands, correct?
Correct, yes.
Hmm.
Yes, exactly. So, and that's actually another good point. So the Emerald Ocean ships, our super yachts, are built for warm weather. So they do migrate throughout the year. So they'll be usually in the Caribbean during the winter, but then the spring and summer, you'll usually find them in the Adriatic Sea, kind of eastern, western med area. And then when the kayak comes out, we're going to be expanding that again to the Red Sea, to the Seychelles itinerary, but again, really for the warmer destinations versus on the scenic ultra luxury yachts. Those are really, as I like to say, built for your bucket list destination. So they may be slightly colder climates, again, such as Antarctica, or Norway and the Svalbard, or Greenland. So those more tropical. Um, if you're in the Kimberly Islands, which is a little bit warm, I hope it's not cold down there. So yeah, slightly different, but really just think of it more of your expedition side of cruising versus your kind of super luxurious way of relaxing at a floating five-star resort type of situation. So hopefully that makes sense. But if anything, when you guys come to Maria and ask questions, she'll be your resident expert and be able to answer all of those for you. But everything else would be the similar, same to the river cruising. But again, just the main difference between the Emerald River and the Emerald Ocean is that the drinks are included on the Emerald yachts all the time, anytime, whenever you guys would like them. So, yeah. And as far as that goes, I think that's
Oh,
all
wait,
I
and
have.
before you go to the next one, if you were going someplace. So
Oh
I
no,
know
that's the end of that one.
recently it's been a hot topic in the news. Different cruise lines, updating their drink packages and their minimums, or, you can only have 10 drinks a day or 15 drinks a day. Is that something that we should expect with Scenic and Emerald?
No, so to be very honest with you, because again, we want you guys to enjoy yourself. So there technically is not a drink minimum per day when it comes to our packages, whether you're on the Emerald brand or the Scenic brand. So that's just one kind of um, sigh of relief that you don't have to worry about while traveling with us. So yes, can contest to that.
That's great. So did we get through your presentation?
Yes, that's all I had. And then I had the other one, but I was just gonna put it in the background and let it spin on loopy
Okay.
while you're able to ask every anything else that you had for me. So let me just get that set up for you.
And while you do that again, I wanted to thank you for being like our guinea pig. Yeah, you didn't even hesitate. You were like, yes, right away, I'm in. And I really appreciate the support. It really sets me and my team apart from, the other million agents out there because we have access to such amazing support with you. It's just being able to text you or email you and say, hey, I have this question. What do you think I should do? Like, it's invaluable and I really appreciate it. You're the best, but you already know that.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. And anything I could do to help. And plus, I love these brands and I love working with Maria. So the fact of get you guys to experience it and while booking with Maria, that's really what I'm here for. So glad I could
You're the
help.
perfect plug. I love how you have that coming in like every few minutes. You're like, book with Maria. Yes. Book
No,
with
no, for sure. Book with Maria. We love
book with our
opulence.
team. You will not be disappointed. But while we're talking about experiences, yes, this is what I wanted to see because I'm friends with you on Facebook and
Yes.
I can't, I'm not gonna lie, I was hating. You're like just leaving. It's freezing here and you're getting ready to go to the Caribbean. What ship were you on this last cruise that you just did?
So the last one that I was on was actually the Emerald Azora, so which was our first Emerald super yacht, if you will, that we debuted to the world. So very excited that finally got the chance to be on her. And honestly, she is as awesome and as big as the hype as she. I guess I didn't have this on the automatic thing. I'm very not techie today, guys. It's the weekend. I'm sorry.
It's Saturday. It's all good.
Um, but no, she was absolutely amazing. Again, that ship has 50 suites, holds 100 passengers. On my sailing specifically, there was only 88 passengers. So we still had
Wow.
a little bit less, but still, you really had the most amazing time. The crew was just kind of like always at attention, ready to serve you guys and ready to just make sure you had everything that you needed. So I highly, highly, highly recommend whether you're booking on the Azora or do the Sakara, or even if you're planning in advance for when the new ship comes out, the Kaya, do you have that available for you guys? So
And
highly
then tell me
recommend it.
about the ports, right? Smaller ship. Does that mean that you have different access points to the ports? I mean, I know you visit some common ports, what's the word, Virgin Gorda, a few of the British Virgin Islands. But are you docking where the bigger cruise ships are, or are you accessing these islands from different areas?
No, absolutely. That's actually a really good question because based on the way that these ships are built and the size of them, as you mentioned, we are able to, oh,
What happened here?
I don't know how that got in there. Forgot to pick that one out. Um, we are able to really so we can dock. We have the versatility of docking, but we really pride ourselves on being able to have a lot of marina days. So we are able to kind of go where the bigger ships can't. So that wouldn't that to your point would mean that we're docking and using we fun fact, we actually have on board our ships, we have two oh gosh, my word choice today. The little boats that take you from here to there.
Pretenders, like your
Thank
tenders?
you. Yes.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, guys. It's a Saturday.
Oh, and
But
now I
yes.
want that. I'm hungry.
But yes, we have our own tenders. Two of them actually are stored on board the ship, so it makes it real easy that we could really get them out and running and take the guests to wherever they need to be. And we also have Zodiacs on board the ship as well, so really have easy access, and it makes us unique because we don't have to worry about waiting for the destination that we're in to provide it to us. We could just have everything ready. So as soon as we get the clearance to you know go on shore, we could just have everyone get on board the tenders and take them straight to the secluded beaches. For example, in the British Virgin Islands, where we like to have our kind of beach barbecue day. Or, if we're going into a major port, we're able to go ahead and go straight ashore and kind of dock on the beach side versus having to worry about where the big ships are and guide and navigate through, thousands of people at a time when it's really just us. So super nice and
That's
super.
amazing.
Hmm.
That's amazing. And then on board, Derek, tell me like social life, entertainment, what's to be expected, particularly like on these Caribbean itineraries.
So yeah, social life is definitely so I would say that definitely when it comes to the super yachts of the Emerald brand, we definitely kind of skew a little bit young. So I would say the average age is about 35 plus. So, you know,
So
I
my
know.
age.
Yes, exactly. I know personally, I'm more of the introverted side, so I'll mingle in small groups for the most part. I'm kind of sitting in the corner just staring at everyone. But no, this really a good time because again, because of the size of the ship, you really do get to know everyone, whether it's the crew or just whether it's your other passengers along with you. So you really form tight bonds in such a short amount of time. And also the crew is really good at encouraging you guys to mingle with each other as well, whether they have like little opportunities for mixology classes or just like trivia. We actually we don't have the space for like a stage for a production show, but we do bring on local entertainment that entertains the guests. And because again, other sides of the ship, the entertainment guests really get to come on board and intermingle and mingle with us and grab people, bring them up and dance with them, have them sing with them. I will say karaoke night was probably one of the best nights that we had on board. Again, I didn't partake. I had to babysit my espresso martini, but it was also a really good time. So can't deny that. So you would think that with it being a smaller ship that you'll miss out on some of the options that you'll find in the bigger ships, but I think it's probably just a little bit better time. Oh, and I guess to mention that too, so none of our ships have a casino. So sorry for all my gamblers out there, just with the space provided to us, there's no
Well, it's
opportunity
a win
for.
because I could actually cruise and then come home with some money.
Yeah, there you go. So you get to come back and leave and come back with the same amount that you spent. So for sure. But again, we really want you to focus on the destination as like the main attraction of your trip. And the ship itself is just kind of like a subsidy of that. So, which
And
you'll
then
definitely have fun on that.
with making the destination the main attraction, does that mean that sailing with Emerald and Scenic, are we getting longer port days because we're not having to traffic so many people onto our ships, or can we expect like something similar to what we're used to on the mainstream lines?
Yeah, so it actually really depends on the itinerary. So you could definitely expect longer port days and a lot some itineraries may have some overnights included. But also too, I think just with the to answer your question, just the fact of because it's a smaller ship, we could really customize it where especially with that ship itself, we could say like, hey guys, we were scheduled to go here. We were supposed to do maybe 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But you know what? We heard there's something going on this island. So what we're going to do is, we're going to cut this port short and then we're going to give you an additional time in this new port. So it's really customizable in the sense of, we give you the guidance of what's on the itinerary and we'll do our best to achieve that. But for whatever reason, whether it's weather or just traffic as far as the ships go, we're really able to customize it and take you off that beaten path into, as you mentioned, some of those bespoke islands that you wouldn't have made it to. So.
And then with a smaller ship, are there any water toys on board or, that type of experience?
Yes, so that's actually a really good question. I wish PowerPoint had the option for videos. I did take two quick videos, but yes, because we are on the smaller ships, we do have the opportunity for Marina Day, as we like to call it. So on my itinerary, we actually had two Marina Days. One was on Christmas, and then the last one was on the day before the cruise ended. So, which is where we opened up the back of the ship. We had multiple platforms. We had this huge inflatable kind of climb on board, jump off type of situation. And new for us, we actually actually also have a inflatable slide
Ooh.
um, that goes right from deck four straight into the ocean. So guests of all ages. And I'm pretty sure I could honestly wholly say that all 88 guests at least went on the slide once. And we were huge age ranges. So the youngest, I believe, was like maybe 14, 16, to the oldest was a very active grandmother who actually brought her whole family with her to enjoy the holidays together. And
Oh, I love that.
it was so sweet of her to see her going up there. And she had a good old time. I was a little worried, go from the slide into the ocean, but she
She
managed.
showed
She
you,
did
huh?
herself. She sure did. So, but no, we really have it. It's really a fun, amazing time for all ages. So
So
you,
it's like a below deck experience
yes.
without having to leave that huge gratuity at the end of the cruise.
Yes, since all your gratuities are already included,
I
yes.
love that. Honestly, I'm ready. When are you taking me? Because I'm ready to go.
Whenever you're ready. So whenever you're ready and whenever any of your clients are ready, we have some options that will definitely be able to fit their itineraries and their destinations of choice, if you will. So
Amazing. And now, are there any like themed party nights, like a white night or, a 80s night or anything like that that our guests should be expecting, like for their packing purposes?
I'll be very honest with you. We actually don't for the most part.
Okay.
Now, unless you're on like a holiday sailing or if there's a holiday that happens to fall on your cruise, such as maybe St. Patrick's Day or, Thanksgiving or Christmas, then definitely for sure, you could pack some of those holiday items. But, again, we want you guys to relax. So we're not going to force you to say, hey, you need to pack this color or pack these certain items for these themes. So we definitely want you to because I know personally I'm a horrible packer. I could be gone for 3 days and I will still pack 40 pounds. So just to make sure that you don't forget anything at home and you bring what you're most comfortable in, then we try not
Perfect. So
to.
that brings me to my next question, actually.
Yes.
So so would you say it's like a casual beach club vibe on board, or is it more, have to wear your suit, captain's night type? What's the average, wardrobe, would you say? Would it be more casual or more like upscale dressed up?
I would definitely say when it comes to our products, no matter if you're on Emerald or if you're on the Scenic brand, it's definitely more resort casual. So we don't have any formal nights per se, so no need to pack the suits, no ties for men, no full length wedding gown for
Mhm.
women at night. But definitely come as casual and comfortable as you would like to be. I know sometimes, there may be a special occasion being celebrated, whether it's a birthday or anniversary. So guys may want to bring a jacket. Oops, guys
Are
may want to
pants
bring a
required
jacket.
for the husbands? Because I know that that's one thing that normally will get a settle wife off is when she gets to like dinner and they tell the husband like, sorry, you can't come in shorts. Are shorts okay?
Yeah, so that's actually a very interesting question. Thanks for answering. So on most of our ships, yes, pants are required. Now, when it comes to some of our tropical destinations, such as on the Eclipse and the Emerald Yacht products, we actually do allow shorts in the dining room, so you won't be turned away. Usually, and when I say shorts, I don't mean like shorty shorts, but usually guys would just pair like a nice little whatever this called. I don't even have any, but like Hawaiian shirts and nice like
hmm
kind of slack shorts. So yes, those are perfectly fine.
Okay.
So they do request no flip-flops or anything, that actual shoes. So
Okay.
yes. But yes, on the warmer climate itineraries such as the Emerald Yachts or the Scenic Eclipse when she's down in the Caribbean, yes, you will be able to wear some shorts in the dining room. So
Thank you.
yes, no problem. But no, other than that, you could really always expect a grand old time, whether you're sailing on the rivers with us. And I'll be honest, I come from a background of big ship cruising and, having all the amenities available to me. But honestly, going on to the Riverside for the first time last year, honestly, my mind was really kind of like blown in the sense of just the fact of being so close to the destination, me being a millennial, always having full bars on my cell phone, not have to worry about putting it on airplane mode. So that was always nice to have. Um, but the but just, really getting that close, at least on the riverside, and even on the yacht side, you're really into these, again, bespoke destinations, and you're still close enough to see land, but then you're really able to really kind of hop and skip to different destinations within the same kind of area. So definitely two amazing items that you're able to experience when you're sailing with both us on either the Scenic or the Emerald brands.
Amazing. I mean, thank you so much for sharing all of this incredible information with us. I mean, it's you just leave me wanting all of it. And looking at all these food pictures, I'm just like, ah.
Yes,
But
we have
I
a
feel
really
like
amazing
we've
culinary team on
touched
board.
we've touched on like a bunch of questions that, first time Scenic and Emerald Cruises might have, that you might find conflicting information if you're looking on TripAdvisor or if you're looking on the different forums and groups. Because let's be real, yes, it's a digital age. Yes, you
Hmm.
can book everything on your own. Yes, you could spend 500 hours researching before you actually make a decision. But are you ever fully confident that you know what you're getting based on what you find online? I think like we can all answer that question saying no, because we always know that if there's a chance that that was a paid review, or that someone was upset with their husband, so they thought that the whole experience was negative. So there's so much that comes into play when people are doing their research online. And I feel like a call like this with a true expert, you eat, breathe, sleep, taste Scenic and Emerald. Like this is what you do in and out. If we're going to come to anyone, with questions and be satisfied with the answers, knowing that we're getting the correct information, calls like these are so important. And I know that everyone watching is appreciative of that. And, I know this is going to help them make that decision to move forward and confirm a booking with us.
Yep, book with Maria. Hashtag. That should be the hashtag for this. For-
Well, before we continue that, we actually have some goodies for anyone that watching this live, whether you're watching it live with us right now, or if you join this group in 3 months and you found this video, we're here to give you some money. So if you contact us, you could go to www.agencychick.com and you can fill out our inquiry form. All of our agents' names are on the inquiry form, so you can select which one you want to work with if you're here watching because one of our agents recommended the live. So you could go on, submit your inquiry, say you saw this video. It's very important that you say you saw the live with Derrick and Maria, and that you want to claim your 150, hold on, correct me. Let's see. It's 150 off per couple for where are we going? Hold on. 150 off per couple for
Rivers.
rivers, and then 250 off per couple for yacht and ocean cruises, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so 150 off per couple for river cruises, and then 250 off for ocean and yacht cruises. So if you want to explore the Caribbean, a little bougie on the budget, you want to be bougie, but you don't want to break the bank, you could definitely do that on an Emerald cruise. And we have like the coupon for you. Well, you can't really see it, but we have a coupon for you that you can use. So contact us. Derrick's has given us the hookup. We even have some cool swag too that we'll be promoting on this group, as some giveaways later on. But this is what you should expect from the Luxury Cruise Society. It's going to be nonstop informational calls and sessions like these with true experts. We're not here to sell. We're really here to help. Yes, if you contact us, great. But if you already have your preferred agent and you want to go ahead and book with them, I'd rather you book with another agent than book directly and miss out on the service that you get when you have an agent that has connections like we do. And we can get you the inside scoop before you even get on board. So you're prepared and confident knowing that you've made the right decision for your trip.
And don't forget to mention with those codes too, it is combinable with all of our current offers. So you could kind of
Including
stack it,
groups,
stack and
right?
stack.
That's new.
Yes, including groups. So you could stack and stack and stack and stack with us. So no problem.
Perfect. Derrick, do you think we missed anything?
If we did, I would love to come back and do a part two, and maybe if anyone has any specific questions, we could kind of collect those and then we could address that in a future thing. But, if anything, you guys have Maria and team, so they'll be your go-to experts. And if they get stumped, and they always have me, and then I could jump in and see where I need to jump in at and get you guys the answers that you need. But, no, you guys are really working with some of the best in the industry. Opulence, the top of the top. So yes, Marianne team will definitely be the best people, and I'm just tongue tied today.
Well,
But
we
working with
had a
Marianne
crazy
team,
start.
so yes, they blame the tech issues that we had. Yes, for
Yeah,
sure.
I know you were trying to get your hair ready.
I didn't even finish, had to like rush. So
Yeah. So before we let you guys go and continue on with your day, I did want to mention that we're currently working on a Bordeaux River cruise on Scenic, and we're
yes.
also trying to build one for Antarctica in 2027.
Hmm.
So I'm actually looking for group leaders for both. So if you want to earn, some funds off of your cruise and you want to bring your closest friends with you, please, please, please hit me up because this space is limited. And if I don't find a leader soon, they're going to take it away from me. So please do yourself a favor and get together a group of your favorite 10, 15 friends and, earn yourself some money off your cruise while you're doing that.
It's a great time, and with those two itineraries, they tend to sell out very fast. So the fact that Maria and team was able to secure some space, so very excited that she was able to do that. So definitely a great opportunity to take advantage of. So for sure, just to
Amazing.
throw in my 2 cents.
Great. So hashtag book with Maria, book with the agency chick. And
Yes.
Derrick, thank you so much. I
Oh, no
really
problem,
appreciate
dear.
it. And for sure, you'll be back hopefully in a few months. And then everyone at home, thanks for joining us. This is our first live with the Luxury Cruise Society. So you can check that out. But we'll be hosting a bunch of these. So thanks for joining and welcome to our group.
Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your weekend.
Bye-bye.
Bye.